This actual play podcast contains foul language, rowdiness, horniness, violence, and dark humor. Listener discretion is advised. This podcast is not associated with Brandon Sanderson, Dragonsteel, or Torbooks. We are simply fans.
What's the god in this world called?
Domai. Domai is the name of the god from the Korethi religion.
Domai Fadu.
And
because I keep trying to go and say like, oh my goodness, oh my god, but it's like, oh my goodness, oh my Domai.
Merciful Domai.
My Domai.
Oh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to ParoDnD. This is our second episode. We are playing through Elantris, and already the players here have done massive attempts to ruin the main plot. So we have
Ilya here, playing Percival Gigglesnort the Foolish, currently in jail for potential murder?
potential.
Well, listen and find out.
Oh, well, you got a Sion out of it. That's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
And then
So Oisin again, I'm still playing Cooper Castle. He's still hot shit. As far as he knows.
Hello, my name is Jordan and I play Ruari Redwood, the gold clerk who had a very standard day compared to everybody else.
Okay. We will cut to Rory then. Rory, you wake up.
I am starving.
There is bread on the table. It's getting a little old though. I mean, it's only a couple of days old at this point, right? That's not too bad in terms of peasantry life. Well, you're a bit more than a peasant. You're a merchant technically, so it's fine. Your housemate walks in, Cian, and he says, oh no, something terrible has happened. Did you hear the news? Oh, I hope it wasn't my fault. Oh, the poor prince. Oh no. And then he looks at you and says, oh no, have I done this too? Oh no.
What's up, Cian? I need to get to work.
No, you. Oh, have you seen yourself?
No. I proceed to look at myself.
You look down and you see your skin has started turning grey and there are black blotches everywhere on it. And your luscious, hairy arms are no longer so luscious and you just feel like the skin started to pull away from its muscle. This isn't normal, obviously.
My contract never mentioned any annual leave or sick pay.
Oh no! When you say this, Cian says, "Oh no, you're gonna have to take off all the sick days. They're going to bring you to Elantris. You're an Elantrian now."
Unless I can get a medicine man's note, which I can present to my supervisor.
I mean, you can certainly try, but I think you'd be better off seeing a priest. Oh, this is terrible. And also, the day after the prince's death.
The prince is dead.
Yes, Prince Raodin. I mean, you know the butterfly effect. Yesterday I accidentally dropped a knife. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. The knife dropped, the wind swept, and suddenly the prince died. Oh, I need to eat more food. And he goes to grab the rest of your bread. You've eaten so much of this.
I'm starving.
Oh, this is terrible. Oh, I'm going to have to report you. I'm going to have to report you to the...
Wait, maybe not. Maybe we don't need to tell anyone about this. Maybe I can continue working from home.
I've never heard of any clerk working from home. That could work, though. I don't know if I can keep a secret that big. Oh, I just have so much on my mind at the moment. Oh.
I've been trying to make gold. If I figure it out, I'll give you some of the gold.
He says, oh, this is terrible. No, I have to tell someone. I have to go. And he starts making his way towards the door.
I'm going to tackle him.
Okay, roll me brawling.
Did not pass.
Did not pass?
No.
Okay, you jump for him, and he ducks out of the way, and then runs towards the door, and opens it up, and leaves.
Blast.
You, as you stand up, you look in the shoddy mirror on the other side of the room, and you do see your face is just almost unrecognizable from who you were before.
Do I have any cloaks or items that I could use to cover my face?
Sure.
A hood, kind of a something to cover my body as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on. I'm going to follow Cian out the door.
Okay. So you follow him. All right. So Cooper, you wake up in the morning.
As I usually do.
As you usually do, yeah. And
But naked. Screaming at the world.
Wait, you slept this time?
Yeah, I did, because I had a good day yesterday.
Oh.
so you wake up, your wife Coralla is still fast asleep beside you. It's quite dark in here. Your musty interior of your little caravan doesn't really let in much light. You'd have to go open the front window or just step outside.
Yeah, I step outside into the fresh morning air, which smells a little bit sweeter now that I know I'm the king's favourite actor.
Brilliant. Outside is Slumpy, and she's preparing breakfast. She's just getting her tools together, and she sees you.
Hello, Slumpy.
She says, "Oh, I still haven't found my glasses. Can you help me?"
I haven't before, and I won't start now.
Oh, okay. By the way, you're looking a bit pale.
That's just the makeup, Slumpy. I haven't washed it off yet. Don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah, I'll continue making breakfast, just like my boy wanted me to.
Lumpy. Just like how I like it.
I'll make it lumpy.
I forget what this fucking guy sounded like.
It was kind of like an American accent. Just like a, hey, how's it going? Kind of like,
Hey,
was it?
hey,
How's it going? Pay my credit card.
So you turn around and Sneaky is there.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Sneaky.
And he looks at you and says,
I know I got you for a reason.
"What happened to you?"
I became the king's favourite actor. You're going to be seeing posters of me around the place pretty soon, Stealthy, and if you don't, you can put them up yourself.
No, but you
Don't point
you've
at
changed.
me. Well, yes, I've become even better than I once was.
And at that point, your wife Coralla comes out, and she looks at
Good
you.
morning, honey.
She says, "Good in Domai's name. Oh my,
It's Cooper, actually.
babe, no, no. Oh, you are revolting. You look awful."
Well, I slept for the first time in a few months. It probably just caught up to me. The fatigue.
This can't be happening. You...
Oh, it is. Believe it, honey. We're going to the big time.
No, you're not going anywhere. I'm going to bring you right down to the Karathi church this instant.
I pray to myself and no one else.
I need to practice my pipes on the way. La, la. Okay, let's go. Come on. And she grabs you by the hand.
No, all right, very forceful.
She says, "Do you know what you are? Do you know what happened to you?"
Oh, I'm the best goddamn thespian in this world.
No longer. "Oh, I can't believe I'm touching you." And she lets go. "I can't believe I married you."
Yeah, me neither, to be honest.
And you just hear Bitey in the background says, "Ha, he deserved it."
Thank you, Bitey. I have worked very hard for this. I appreciate it.
And you just play along, unaware of what has happened to you.
Just sauntering through town, giving waves to all the people, saying, hello, yes, it's
So,
me, Cooper Castle.
And
Enjoy the food.
they look at you in dismay. I mean, many of them are shocked. Many
Disbelief, more like.
of them. I mean, you can choose to be ignorant, but eventually it starts to add up, and you start thinking something might be slightly wrong.
No, it's easy. It's very easy to be ignorant. It
Okay.
requires literally no effort on my part. That's one of the most attractive things about it.
So your wife brings you to the Karathi church, where you see a prisoner being towed in, and he's one of the most ugly things you've
Oh
ever
my
seen.
god, honey, look at honey, look at that. It's an Elantrian. Here, quick, get me a tomato.
You know you're an Elantrian too. I can't believe I'm married.
What did you
an
just call me?
Elantrian. That's what you... Look at your hand. You're an Elantrian.
Oh, it's just...
And you look down, and even below the thick makeup, you do see that your skin is not quite the color it's supposed to be.
Oh, I just need more makeup. There's nothing to be worried about. It's fine. Don't just listen. Keep your mouth shut. We're making it into the big times, honey. If you blow this for us, you think they want you? You think they want any of those little goblins back at camp? No, they want me. If you want to get anywhere in this town, you better stick by my side. Now, quick, get me a tomato so I can throw it at that one.
She says, I'd rather throw a tomato at you. You disgust me.
Don't you dare.
And
It's tomato, for what?
And the kid comes up to you and says, "Oh, look, it's an Elantrian." And then the
Kid,
Punch him! Punch the child!
kid,
Deviating-
where are
deviating to the dark
where are your parents?
the mother grabs her and says, "Come on, let's go. Let's get away from this man."
Get your rude child out of here.
Well, funnily enough, the priests come out of the chapel. They grab Percival, the prisoner, and they also see you and says, "Oh, 2 in one day?"
Okay, no.
And they start grabbing you
just
too.
come to see the freak.
I am Percival! Giggle Snort the Foolish! I am no freak!
See, look at that one. Crazy.
And he says, "Well, you've both been cursed by Domai. There is nothing we can do."
I think you're mistaken.
By Domine's domain, it is not I!
Your wife pulls out a mirror, which of course she's carrying on her
I
person.
smack it out of her hand.
Okay. She says, "You have to accept it. I'm no longer married to you. I'm a widow."
A widow? You know what? Divorce. Get out of here. I didn't want to be married to you anyway.
So easy back in the day.
Yeah. I claim divorce? Divorce! Everyone, I've been divorced!
At this point, you hear someone shouting, "Divorce! Divorce!" As you see Cian coming up towards the church.
So I'm going to have a look around to see my surroundings, just to see, am I hidden or are people looking at me? Do they notice that something is wrong with me?
Roll. There's a disguise roll.
There's a disguise roll. I feel bad.
So, as you're trying to bring in your cloak a little closer so people don't see you, someone walks behind you and accidentally steps on your cloak and rips it off entirely. And there's a third gasp as everyone looks at you. And the priests are just shocked. It's very rare to have so many Elantrians all on the same day, and especially so close to each other. Usually they'd be more spread out.
Yes, 2
throughout the country.
Elantrians in one day. That's crazy.
Yeah, you see this.
I toss a piece of fruit at Jordan. All right.
I tried to dodge.
Yeah.
Rory.
Go on.
There you go. I'm just like you. I hate the Elantrians just as well as everyone else.
Yes, I passed the dodge. 31.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
slippery buggers, as the Elantrians are known to be. Look at this. And I smash myself in the head with a fruit. I didn't dodge it once.
Okay, I'm going
Not an Elantrian.
I'm going to have to roll damage for that.
Oh, damn it.
You take your makeup off.
It's a fruit, so you don't feel it. Okay.
Yes, I said rotten fruit. I smushed it into my head.
Oh, actually, one thing that you should all mark, I should have said this at the very start. You all feel a little bit stronger, however.
Ooh.
So your hit points have all doubled.
Oh, shit.
So the priest lead all 3 of you in. Cian looks at you and says,
They've got me? Or can I put up a bit of a fight here?
you can put up a fight.
I'm
yeah.
going to try and run away.
Yes, get him.
Oh, okay. Guards,
Look at that fool running!
guards see you and they run after you and try and chase you down. So this would be dex roll, I guess.
Okay.
Contested dex.
Yes, I got a hard pass.
What did you pass? You got a hard pass.
Got a hard pass. So can I cling their heads together as they pass? So they
yeah,
run after me. They're going to cut me off. I just stop and let them crash into each other and keep running.
Sounds good. Yeah, they bump into each other. You hear ding as their helmets knock off each other, and you continue on.
I'm trying to run with this guy. I see, okay, he's got his stuff together.
Okay, right.
I tell my wife, I've always tolerated you very much. And
So you are being held by priests already, so you're going to have to roll strength and dex.
damn it. Nah, forget it. Just take me.
So, guards are still chasing you. You need to find a way of giving them the slip. What are you going to do?
I'm going to run the safer path that I would know that we would use to transfer gold to the Merchants Guild,
Adhere to traffic laws as you go.
following all protocols that we would have been trained on at my job.
That might slow you down a little bit.
But
Safety
they would be
first.
safer. They would be safer routes that we would know that wouldn't be high traffic, therefore exposed to
Okay,
potential thieves.
sure. Yeah, and you actually, as you're running, you feel that you're not getting out of breath at all. It seems like you could run faster than you can normally, although you do start to get a little bit tired.
Okay, I'm going to try and recognize my surroundings, and I say to myself, I need to get to the Merchants Guild. The company will look after me.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and head in the direction of the Merchants Guild.
You know the city pretty well. Do you know it under pressure, though? I will give you another navigation roll, but you can have a bonus die doing it.
Yes, I pass.
You pass?
Yeah.
you kind of lose the guards a little bit in the crowd, and you make it to your place of work.
So I'm going to follow the protocols that I would have been taught as a gold clerk and report my first signs of illness to my direct supervisor. So I'm going to look for Mr. Goldman.
All right. You find him in his office, and he says, "Yes, who is it?"
Mr. Goldman, something has happened.
Rory, yes. And he's still writing away, not looking at you.
I'm feeling quite unwell. I think I need to go home. But
don't let me down, Rory. You've never let me down before.
I can get a medical certificate from the healer, or I can come in and just work anyway.
In Domai's name, stop stuttering. And he finally looks up at you and says, Oh, that's not curable. Oh, I've just lost my best worker. Oh.
The company will look after me, right?
Yes.
Oh, thank Domai.
Just wait in this room. Stay right here.
Thank you, Mr. Goldman.
He leaves the room and locks the door. Guards and priests eventually open up the door to Goldman's office, and they grab you.
Hey, I thought the company was going to take care of me, Mr. Goldman.
Goldman says, "This is taking care of you. You're no longer a member of this company."
The company over my happiness.
And you are dragged out as you're scraping along the floor.
I'm in complete disbelief that the company would betray me this way after I've given so much to it.
And Goldman says, "You deserve this. Clearly, this is something that was brought upon you by Domai himself. I don't know what you did, but I will check every single contract and record and file that you have filled out."
Turns out this whole time you were just playing hokey pokey with all the files. For years.
Fucking clue what he was doing.
And
the files actually should have been in order.
And the doors shut. So back in the Karathi church, the priests start preparing both of you. They'll treat you with disdain, and you even hear a couple of them say, "It's such a shame we didn't get to see your head roll for what you did."
I did nothing.
You just keep telling us that.
And I will keep telling you that. For I am Jinx.
I also actually did nothing, though, so can I leave?
No.
I start looking in the crowd to see if there's any of those Elantrian sympathizers that I weeded out in my last showings.
And yeah, there are a couple.
Yeah, I start pointing. I was like, "You were there. You remember me, right? We were good friends. You'll vouch for me, won't you? And get me out of this jam."
So the thing is, you're not exactly recognizable. You've changed so much almost immediately.
Come on.
But once you say your name, a couple of people say, "Weren't you the one who hated Elantrians?"
Oh, yes, I do, which is why it wouldn't make sense for me to be one now, would it? That'd be a little contradictory.
You hear a couple of laughters in the crowd.
Ah, good, yes. Everyone's on my side. Now, attack these priests.
And one of them grabs a tomato.
Oh,
and
sweet.
Throws it at you.
Oh,
It hits you square in the face.
rotten to the core. How dare you?
And the priests suddenly start, they pull you into the church as more...
let me at them.
As more and more...
I swear I'll come straight back. Just let me teach that one a lesson.
more and more fruit are thrown at you. More and more fruit and vegetables as you're pulled in.
Oh, you ungrateful bastards.
Throw some in my mouth, I'm starving.
Yeah, actually, it's a good point. You guys see food, so both of you roll sanity again.
Oh, okay.
Hey, pass.
I do not.
4.
You do not?
Nope.
You need food right now.
Okay, I start sucking it off the ground.
You pull it into your mouth, and you're immediately satiated. It feels good to eat food. It feels really good to eat food. So you are all eventually put into white robes, all items and belongings are taken from you. Rory and Cooper, you are put into white robes. A black robe is given to you personally.
Ooh, new clothes for me.
I mean, it's probably nicer than anything you've worn in quite
It's
a while.
clean.
Yeah.
And slimming.
Thank you.
Can I have black as well? White isn't my colour.
No. And they hand you baskets. The baskets are burial offerings that are often put with dead people to allow you to have food to guide you to the next life. Inside there's corn ripe for sowing. There is a sausage, a little flask of wine, and a couple of cured vegetables.
Excuse me, Mr. Priest. I'm allergic to corn.
You're not supposed to eat it, stupid.
And then I just dip my hand into it and I eat it.
Okay, so seed corn is quite hard.
I have a few teeth left.
Okay, roll to see if you choke on it. That would be a con roll, I guess.
I mean, they'd have to believe he's allergic then.
Oh, I'm okay.
You're okay? Okay. You basically can't chew it, but you just swallow it all down.
Delicious. Still allergic, but delicious.
So Rory, roll me sanity roll again.
That is a fail.
Ooh.
Rory, you need food right now.
So I can eat some of the cured vegetables.
You want to try and eat some of the cured vegetables? They shouldn't be cured. I should have said pickled vegetables.
Okay.
Pickled vegetables. You can eat some of the pickled vegetables.
I'm going to eat the pickled vegetables.
And the priests snap away your hands and pull you, and you continue trying to eat them. And they grab you.
I
and
punch one of the priests right in the face. Square in the nose.
Okay.
And you arrest me? There's quite clearly two crooks here.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Shut up.
I missed the punch.
Oh!
You
You
missed
had
the
a
punch.
tomato thrown at your face, fool.
So two priests grab you and tie your hands behind your back. Unless you try and resist that too.
I'm going to try and pull the two priests together.
Okay, strength.
Nope, I failed that too.
You fail that? Okay.
A man made for failure, you could say.
So all three of you are brought away from the city of Kai on a little caravan.
I didn't even want to be in your city anyway.
Goodbye, Barnabas. Goodbye, Barnabas the Second. Goodbye, Barnabas the Second. .5. I will miss you. Goodbye, my king. I love you.
King Iodon is actually there to watch you go, and he looks at you with absolute disdain.
As the carriage is going away, I'm going to stick my head out the window and I'm going to wave goodbye. I'm going to shout to the king, I totally killed your son. I love you.
He doesn't know what to do. He seems distraught at this point. The anger has gotten to him. He's almost tempted to send a party of soldiers to take off your head. But there you go.
I get, Your Majesty, I'm Gorn. I'm such a piece of shit. And I punch myself in the nuts. But too good.
So this is also you sticking your head out the moving caravan and it's going. He doesn't really pay any attention to you. He just turns away.
He loved it yesterday. What did you do to him?
Nothing.
He was a big fan of that act.
He was a big fan of my act, too.
Your act blows. You're a second-rate actor at best.
Excuse me, chauffeur, where are we going?
To Elantris, of course. You
Why?
guys. Huh?
Why?
He looks at you puzzled, honestly, with complete befuddlement, and then just turns back to his horse.
I ain't gonna lie, my boy Jinxie sort of looked like an Elantrian already. He just didn't wash, really, sometimes, a lot of the time, not fed. I'm assuming he was fairly grey looking already, so he hasn't realised any difference.
Honestly, you might smell better now.
Yeah.
So you guys get to Elantris. As the caravan approaches the city, you see these massive walls. They are taller than any building in Kai, and they seem to be made of a singular piece of rock all the way across. The wall seems concave on this side, the east side, and you're brought to the entrance, which is a large, very thick wooden door that's well bolted. And there's only a small little hut there for guards. There are also stairs on each side going up so that someone can get onto the top of the wall. And they grab you one by one and a bunch of soldiers pull open the door and throw you all in. And it's closed behind you, shut, to never let you back out again.
Well, shit.
You look around and you just see a hellscape. Everything seems to be covered in this ever-present sludge, this slimy, mucus-like sludge that's brown and just washes away any color you see in this environment. All the buildings, all the spires that once were so grand and tall, most of them have toppled. The only thing you see that's still standing is the central spire of the palace in the center of Elantris.
You there, the big one. How would you like a very promising job opportunity? Piggyback me around the place?
I don't know if I can
Really
go back to
random.
work this soon.
I won't pay you, so technically it's not employment.
Why don't your legs work?
No, they do, but I don't want to step on all this stuff.
Oh, it'll build character.
I have plenty of it already.
It smells like home.
I think we should stay away from that one.
I really feel like I want to punch him in the throat.
Me? Do you know who I am? I am Percival Gigglestortus Foolish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have a, perchance, shorter nickname that we can call you?
Yes.
Ah, yes. Yes, the jester. Very well.
No! Oh, my parents!
No, the jester. Yeah, just as good.
No, you can call me Jinx.
Jinx.
Well,
Jinx.
that is what you are. You jinxed us.
I put a spell
You
on
started
you.
this. Yeah, you cursed us.
Yes. Some say I killed the prince. Some say I didn't. I'm yet to meet the people who say I didn't. But
That was you?
allegedly.
I have recently become very anti-establishment.
Anarchy! Let's go, baby.
Sure, I can get involved in anarchy.
I'm going to keep him in my good books for now.
I like this one. We shall have a grand adventure.
Whatever's happened, it looks like we're stuck together, and we'd better make a plan.
Could I be stuck on your back? Excellent.
May I also climb your
I'm
back?
gonna roll strength.
No,
I am very small and
you
feeble.
go in the middle. I'll go on
No,
the
fail.
tippy top.
Mega fail.
Oh, excellent.
Okay, so
I
Cooper.
shall call you Biggie.
I just crumple backwards.
Ah,
Crumply. No.
Biggie, that's not very kind.
Yeah, so you fall back with Cooper on your back and immediately fall into a bit of sludge. And your Cooper, your back is now, your white shawl, the entire back of it is now covered in this disgusting filth. It immediately smells like dead fungus or something like that, rotting meat that's been left in the sun all day. It's not nice.
I think it suits you.
I need to find new clothes immediately. Where is the nearest coffee?
Your lovely white robe is soiled. I can sell you my black one.
Oh, okay. For how much? Still got a bit of dried rotten tomato in my hair.
I do not know how money works, but I like it. It is shiny. Let's go. And I shall jump out and I shall jump on their bodies that is on the sludge and use them as a miniature island to then get onto the actual land.
I'm going to dodge that jump so that he lands.
Disadvantage, you currently prone.
I'm lying down so I can dodge either side.
Acrobatics. Oh.
Didn't pass the second time.
You didn't pass the second time. Okay, well anyways, he doesn't dodge, so you absolutely land on him. But you look around and this sludge covers the inside of the walls. It covers every single building, every single wall, roof, and it's hard to tell from this distance, but probably the interiors too. And when you look around, you do see a couple of other Elantrians. Most of them are quiet and uncaring. You do hear little moans and whimpers in the distance.
Disgusting monsters.
You, fellow Elantrians, how do you do?
Don't get their attention.
Why?
They are bastard men.
We also don't know if they're friendly.
I guarantee you they're not.
I mean, there's 3 of us. I can hide and you can punch them.
I have just fallen over and you've stepped on my back to shove me into what we can only describe as mucus.
It was a friendly shove.
Okay.
Friend! What's your name, friend?
My name is Ruari Redwood.
What?
Ruari.
Okay, Rai, let's go. What's your name? Other friend who is not Rai?
You can call me Koopa Castle.
Koopa?
And you'd better.
Okay, Koopa. We shall have a grand adventure. Let's go onward to the horizon. Shiny, where do we go? I'm gonna point at my quite clearly shining orb above my head.
Oh,
So,
where did that come from?
speaking of which, you see in the distance that little orb, and it's coming towards you. And it seems quite lazy, as if it doesn't really know where it's going. And it does eventually find you, but it comes near, but it doesn't seem to recognize you. It is no longer speaking. Pretty common knowledge that when an Elantrian becomes an Elantrian, their Sion becomes basically dead as well. They kind of seem to loop around and spend time in Elantris, but they're not the way they were before.
But would most people even understand what a Sion is, yeah?
Nobility would.
I am noble. Who's the fool now?
Your second name is literally foolish.
Oh, Koopa.
So there are 3 streets in front of you, one leading to the left, one leading to the right, and one leading pretty much dead center.
I mean, my mother, yes, always told me to go down the center.
Okay, so you guys step forward towards the center, and you continue down this street. As you look on each side of the street, you do see the Elantrians. Many of them look even more worn than you are. They don't look like corpses as in bony, but they look as if the skin is hanging very loose on them, and they are all just completely filthy. And if you look closely, you actually even see that most of them are still wearing their original robes. They haven't bothered to take them off. Many of them are just nodding back and forth, chanting messages to each other, chanting little words to each other. One of them says, "Stop, stop, make it stop, stop." Another one says, "Beautiful, once so very beautiful, beautiful." And he just continues on and on and on. Okay, so Jinx, you're the first person to spot this. There are people with weapons waiting for you. And they look like they're going to wait for you to take a few more steps before they jump out.
We should duck. Everybody hide. Everybody snook. I made that word up. It's the present tense of sneak.
Oh, present. Okay, sounds like the past, but fine.
No, well, he snooked. No, snook
I
is
used
the
to be a real snooky guy.
Hey, I like that. I'm stealing it.
You
Anyway.
stole it. See?
No.
No, yes, it works that way.
Anywho, there are some bad guys in front of us.
Where?
Right, yes, Rory, that seems like a problem for you.
North?
I'm going to try and hide amongst some of the people who are chanting to each other.
You want to sit down there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do either of you want to do anything?
I hide myself amongst the muck, and I will slide on my belly like a snake. For I have black robes, and I shall camouflage.
Well,
I'm a sneaky snake.
you're now also covered in this disgusting sludge. But it doesn't really affect your black shawl as much as it does the white one. And what about you?
I am not getting in the sludge, and I'm not approaching those disgusting monsters.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna stand right here.
they eventually get bored and they come out, and it's about 5 people, and they're all holding very makeshift weapons. One's holding a candelabra, another one's holding a long stick with a bit of sharp stone attached to the end, and they come towards you and says, "Drop the baskets."
Yeah, you know what? Fine. If this is life, kill me now.
Do you drop the basket?
Fuck you.
Okay, the person with the spear goes over and just tries to nick the basket out of your hand.
No. If you want to, take it off my dead body.
And he says, "I will stab you."
I don't care.
Please, just leave me the wine. I've never had it.
And one other one says, "I will take everything, and you'll be lucky to escape with your life."
Please, I have so much more to live for. I'm somewhere between the ages of 12 and I think 41. Please.
I'm going to grab some of the corn, seed corn, and throw it right in their eyes.
Okay. There is a throw skill.
Yes. During his time as an apprentice, Rory Redwood spotted a man throwing discus as an old sport that had been around since before his time. So he practiced, couldn't throw as far as the man, found it too difficult, and moved on to a different sport. That is a critical pass.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Love to see those.
Okay. So you go to throw some corn and little bits of corn fly everywhere and somehow seem to land in every single one of their eyes. And they go, ah! And you now have a moment to escape.
I'm going to start running.
I hop on Rory's back.
Perceive the power of Jinxie. You are now blind. And I'm going to sneak away like a snake again. Through the sludge. Like a mole rat.
Can I jump you back?
I'm going to start running. I'm not going to let him jump over.
I'm going to try.
So I'm going to dodge and then run.
Okay. Dodge versus strength.
I failed. I failed my dex.
I got the dex, so the dodge is...
Yeah, so
achieved.
you just try and jump and you move out of the way quite easily and you just jump at
Starfish
nothing.
into the sludge.
Back into the sludge
Yeah.
you go.
They hear this and the person with the spear starts spinning it around wildly. I mean, he's not really aiming at anything. He does take a step forward to make sure he doesn't hit his friends, but he's just trying to flail at you, basically. So, are you guys going to try and run away, or what are you doing?
I'm a sneaky guy.
Okay, what about you two?
I am going to run.
Okay.
I'm going to run... So we went down the straight path.
Yeah,
I'm going to run around down to the path on the right.
down to the path on the right. Oh god, okay, yeah. And what about you?
I'm going to hop up and say, Biggie, you missed me. Bring that back here. Ooh.
But I still haven't fully registered that he's given me the nickname Biggie, so I actually have no idea who he's talking to as I run away.
So you run in that direction. One of the guards wipes the corn out of his eyes and says, "Oh, I'm going to be feeling like this forever now. Oh!" And he immediately grabs you and gives you a whack across the face. Do you try and dodge it?
Yes, with my show combat skills.
I'm also going to
Can
say...
I? No, you know, I'm going to do a little show combat. Don't you dare. I know karate.
Okay, yeah, sure you can.
I
do that.
invented karate.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of it?
He does have a spear,
win
so
that.
he does have a spear, so you will get disadvantage. That's a pretty good pass. You got 16.
If you strike me down, I will become more powerful than you could ever imagine.
He doesn't believe you for a second. He grabs you and he goes in for the punch.
Oh,
So 5 points of damage.
oh shit. Biggie!
This hurts. He belts you across the face. And he immediately grabs your basket and says to the guy holding the candelabra, "We can't chase him. He went towards Sheor's sector. But try and find the other guy. The one in the black shawl."
Can I try to spot?
I'm underground.
Yeah, spot hidden go.
48?
48 does
Is
not
a
spot
fail.
him. Yeah.
I have my basket with me under the sludge.
I needed leverage.
They don't spot you. You managed to get away.
Nobody ever spots Percival Gigglesworth the Foolish.
So, you hold on to your food. You have lost your food, however, Cooper. And finally, Rory, you walk down this street. And this street, it seems even worse than the last one. Like, some people are sane, some people are also chanting to themselves, just nodding back and forth, saying really horrible things. You even see one person who just seems to have no strength whatsoever call out to you and say, "Food, please, food."
I'll give that person a bit of food, yeah.
Okay. As you walk closer, you realize that he's quite young. He couldn't be much older than 16 or 17. And he looks at you in disbelief as you hand him a piece of food. What do you hand him?
A piece of the pickled vegetables.
You give him some of the vegetables?
Jar of it or whatever.
He immediately scoffs it down, and you see, it doesn't seem like he's able to cry, but if he could, it would be coming down his cheeks.
How many other people are around? that would have seen that act?
From what you can tell, roll spot hidden.
Nope.
Nope. So there are a bunch of people who are just chanting to themselves, moaning and stuff like that. There are a couple of more lucid ones as well, but they all seem quite weak themselves as well.
I'm just going to start giving food out.
Okay.
Handing it out.
So you're handing it out to just the lucid ones or to the other ones too?
Just the lucid ones.
Okay. And each one of them seems to have a very similar reaction. They seem shocked that they're given food. As if when they were begging, they were just doing it out of repetition and routine rather than out of any real belief that they were going to get it. And you're just making their day. You're just making everything better. So as you start handing out food to people, you've handed out to maybe 3 or 4, these other Elantrians come out, but they seem different. They're arched, they're moving like almost bestial. A couple of them are holding cudgels and big sticks or big rocks and stuff like that, and they just snarl at you and growl and go towards the people holding the food and towards you.
I'm going to ask, what's going on here?
They ignore you and immediately start grabbing the food off the people you just gave it to. And anyone who is fighting against them, someone comes along with a cudgel and just knocks them on the head. The first one, the one that you saw, immediately gets his neck bashed in. And you just see him lying limply on the floor, his eyes welling but no tears coming out. Same thing with the other people. And finally, one looks towards you holding the wine and runs towards you.
Do I have any seed left?
Sure, you got a couple left. You didn't use all.
I'm going to throw seed in his eye.
This is a superpower.
Pocket seed. I fail.
You miss him, and he goes in for an attack. So he does miss the attack. So you guys are just swinging back and forth, and then another of these gnarled creatures sees you, and he just growls and runs up and tries to just scratch at you as well. God, these people are just so bad at trying to hit you.
They are malnourished.
Okay, finally, the guy with the cudgel does land, so you can try and dodge that.
Okay, I'm going to try and dodge.
Or you can use brawl, but you'd have to beat it by a critical success.
No, I'm going to dodge. That is a fail.
Okay, well then that will be 3 plus 1, it'd be 4 damage.
Okay.
So he doesn't manage to get a good hit on you, but he does sting you in the side of the arm, and you drop the wine, and he immediately goes for it. You go in to try and grab the handle, and he manages to hit you here in the shoulder again. And that'll be another d8 of damage. 8. 8 plus 1, 9.
Okay, I'm running.
Okay, what are you going to do to try and lose them then?
I'm going to run back around the corner where these two guys are.
Okay, so you're running back towards the center. As you run, do you drop your basket?
Yes, there's nothing left of it.
Okay, they see the basket, they immediately grab it and look and pull out a couple of pieces of corn that were still just the last couple, and they start fighting over themselves. And that's it.
Okay.
You come back and you see Cooper.
Just lying in the sludge.
Cooper is
Starfished.
covered. You're covered head to toe in this sludge. But then so is Jinx. On purpose though for you. And
I'm enjoying a delicate meal.
Are you eating your food?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
eating some of it.
Cool.
I'm hungry. See, Jinx is used to starvation. So he knows when to get the little wins.
Perfect. But you are now left alone in the city for the most part. You look around and it just seems miserable everywhere. Cooper, now that the other people have gone away, you realize that the sting from the blow you got in the face isn't disappearing. It seems as if it just feels as strong as if you got hit just now.
Yeah, the corn said something about that made me think this was going to happen. The guy who got the corn in his eye said something that made me think this is what's happening. If you incur any sort of damage, it is permanent. In sensation as well as anything else. Start jacking it. What happens there, right?
Fucked.
Yep.
Potentially, yeah.
Does this include good sensations?
Good luck having a good sensation and we'll see.
Biggie, would you cave my skull in, please?
I was just about to say, why don't we just
bash our heads together real hard, real quick.
And then I pop out of the ground. I was like, fellas!
Oh, fucking hell, this guy, I thought he was dead.
It looks pretty bleak.
Oh, don't say that.
As you say that, a woman appears. She's wearing a blue bandana around her head. And she says, "Oh, well, life can be bad, but I don't think you should end it. No, don't do that. It's okay. I will pray in your name." And she immediately gets down her name and starts whispering a prayer. Yeah. "Oh, Domai, please help these people. Please help these people. I will do anything."
Oh, Domai is the one that cursed this little girl.
No, it's something else. It must be something else. I know someone who's trying to solve the curse. Her name is Reora. She's really wise.
Right, listen, don't get so close to me. First off.
Would you like a pickle?
You spit when you talk.
She looks at the pickle and she starts salivating immediately. She's like,
So like half my body is
Yes.
out of the ground and the basket is under the ground. So I reach through the sludge, reach around my basket, and I pull out a single dill pickle.
she's going to roll sanity. And she does not succeed. So yeah, she runs over and grabs that pickle. She says, "Do you have any more?
This is the first time I've spoke to a
Do you have any more?"
No.
She starts clutching at her clothes and says, I need more food. I need more food.
I can perhaps get you some more food if you tell me an answer to a question I have.
Anything.
Why
Anything.
are they in white robes and I am in a black?
Oh, well, usually it's the criminals who get thrown. You're not going to hurt me, are you?
No? Maybe? Tell me.
This just means you've done something really bad, that's all. That you're not deserving of going to meet with Domai.
I see. Would you like to swap robes for another pickle?
Absolutely.
Hell yes! Give me your robe, woman!
Okay, she doesn't care. She takes it off.
Va-va-voom.
She's wearing very filthy undergarments, but there are undergarments. And she immediately hands you this. It's grey. It's like dark grey from all the sludge, but it's still got white spots on it.
We swap garments.
Mm-hmm.
And I give her another pickle.
She scoffs it down. She's very happy and says, "Oh, this is the best day I've had in weeks. I try to be so strong, but it's so hard here."
Yes, come. Me and Roy, we're about to bash our skulls in.
Oh no, don't do
Join
that.
us.
I think
A suicide pact.
You know what?
Your
You can,
skull looks small and frail. We would take it out like that. Look at his skull. Huge.
you can try and
He's
convince
a
her.
large man. No.
Would you cave your skull in for another pickle?
I'm going to try and persuade her I need some sort of medicine or a help because I am literally beaten half to death.
Yeah, now that you're realizing it, the pain in your shoulder and the pain in your arm they're not going away. They're staying.
This is really not helping the whole continuing on element of this.
I know.
In fact, it's
What
actually-
for example, if he ate some food, will that do anything about your pain?
I have no idea. I'm just in a lot of pain right now. Could you imagine literally being beaten half to death?
I lived it, baby!
Spitty, you clearly came here for a reason. What do you want?
Well, I just heard that you two were going to end your life, and I think there's a much better solution. I mean,
The final solution, that's what I want. For myself.
A bit of a speed run.
there's someone I know that she's trying to solve the problem here, trying to cure us. She says she can. She just needs.
And I pop out of the sludge.
Well, she's an old
Is it
woman.
possible?
She's an old woman. She was a doctor.
That's fine. No, I don't have a problem with old women.
Her name was Reora. Her name is Reora. You can call me Blue, by the way.
Right, Spitty, lead the way.
Okay. And so she leads you up north in the direction of Shayra's men, which were the people who were gnarly and bestial. And
Biggie,
she says,
Jinxie, did you hear?
Koopa!
Cute.
Riri, we can go!
Yeah, so she turns to you and says, "You don't have any more food, by the way, do you? Any
No.
of you?"
No.
Not a scrap.
Okay,
I
Good.
only had those 7 pickles.
perfect. Everybody will leave you alone as long as you don't have food.
So I'm passing by the people who just attacked me.
They've moved on.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to the guys and I'm gonna bring them into a little huddle and I'm gonna say to them, guys, I totally have food. We should hide it in our robes, in our undergarments.
It's so not worth having food. Just, just look at me. I'm fucking
Yeah,
in terrible pain.
And I'm gonna specifically sort of shield my body away from Blue's gaze and I'm gonna be like, eat this pickle.
I'm going to eat the pickle.
Eat the pickle.
Okay. You eat the pickle and you feel satiated. And for a little moment, everything just feels a little bit better. And then the pain comes back.
Oh.
What if you were to just chew on that pickle for a very long time?
That
Like
is
a-
Succulent succotash.
Yes, a dill chewing gum, if you would.
that is a good option.
Also, I know this is maybe just me speculating, but isn't food kind of a cultural definition?
Are you saying to cannibalize the locals?
Well, I wasn't going that far, but I mean, this sludge could be food. Let's all agree.
Try it.
Let's all agree collectively
Eat it.
right now.
Eat
Well-
the sludge.
Let's all agree collectively. This is food. Yes, we're calling this food.
I think.
Sure.
I don't think so.
Just call it food, please.
I don't-
Biggie.
It's food.
Ah, excellent. Here I go. And I.
Roll me Constitution.
No.
What were you think was gonna happen? Like,
That is a fail.
You immediately vomit. It is tough to get down. It's not even bitter. It's just the
Oh.
smell, the stench, the
Within that vomit, is there any little morsels of something from the day before?
Sure, yeah, there are, yeah.
Aha! Huzzah, gentlemen! Look at that. I don't digest it.
And actually, you see one of the more lucid people on the side of the street immediately go and grab a little piece of
Oh! Get out of here!
gunk from your vomit and immediately swallow it down.
See? Monsters. If anything, I think before we kill ourselves, Rory, we should take everybody down with us. This is a
I agree.
shit show.
I agree. It would be a courtesy.
If I can't go back out there, then I'm going to make sure nobody else comes back in.
you know, I haven't been outside in quite a few years. I didn't think it was gonna be like this. It's a lot cloudier than I
You know
remember.
what? For you, it probably would be. You are a mess, my friend.
Koopa. How could you say this?
So she looks at you and says, "Yeah, please follow me. So just this way." And you walk past the people who had previously tried to attack you, Rory, and they're all just fighting among themselves over your food. And they eventually bring some of it back to the other side of Elantris.
Do they forget any of their weapons on the ground while they're fighting over the food? Do I have an opportunity to steal their weapon?
Maybe a cudgel or two.
79, I'll say, yeah, sure.
Okay.
One person leaves back a long stick.
I'm going to pick up that long stick. Take that
You-
with me.
You now have a long stick.
We're moving up in the world, boys.
The party has acquired a stick of longitude.
The long stick first, cure second.
You eventually get to a really dilapidated building, and despite the sludge on the outside, the dark brown color of it, it's very clearly a hospital. It has a big healing sign, whatever the equivalent in this world would be. It has the Aeon of Healing. And you go in and you see a few people on the ground as well. They're also nodding their head back and forth. But a lot of people are okay. Many of them seem like the most civilized and lucid people you've seen so far. And they're all sitting around. A couple of them are chatting and stuff like that.
This is a great spitty. This is the healing center, is it?
So this,
Another little shithole full of shitheads. Good job.
and she says, "Well, we do our best. You know, it's hard in this city.
I mean, that's not in your favor.
I mean, the place is falling apart.
Not
Like-
my fault.
Most of the wood in this city is rotted. Most of the buildings are crumbling.
Why don't you get a job?
Well, as you say all of that, a woman comes up to you and she says, "I have a job. It's a very old arched woman as well, similar to Slumpy a little.
Oh, Slumpy! How did you get here?
My name is not Slumpy, my name is Reora.
I'll call you Slumpy the Second.
Well, you can call me whatever you like. Who are these people, Blue? And she says, oh, they're new Elantrians, they only came in today. Ah, so you're probably wondering what life is like here. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little shit.
Ah, called it.
But, you know, we make do. Most important thing, I'll tell you right now, don't get hurt. Number 2, try to not eat stuff. You can, but it'll all taste bad. And 3, what was the last one again, Blue? She said, oh yeah, and we're dead. Our hearts don't work. We don't do anything.
Let's just say someone had been hurt. Is there a way to heal or stop that pain?
No, not really. You're just going to keep on hurting until you look like one of these fellas. And she points towards one of the nodding fellows on the floor. Ooh. The nodding corpses on the floor.
Okay, listen, Lumpy the Second, thank you for the biology lesson. But we only came here because Spitty here told us that you could fix us. So, chop chop, let's get out of here.
Well, it's not that simple. I'm working on a cure. But I'm only one woman. I'm just hoping the answer lies inside of us. But I need to learn more. So,
Oh, Spitty. Right, well, Roy, back to the suicide pact, I believe.
Would you say you were the authority of this hospital?
I am the person in charge, yeah.
I hit.
You hit the woman?
With a stick.
You hit her? Okay.
I hit her with a stick.
This is going to go down well.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, just came her fucking skull in.
Okay.
What?
I'm going to get her to try and dodge, but she's got disadvantage. She rolled 100.
Oh.
What dice for damage?
Oh, D20 if you want.
I will. That'll be a D. It's just a stick, so a D6 plus your damage bonus, whatever that is. D4.
And what happens with a critical success against a critical fail?
4. I should have a D4.
Yeah, good point.
She dodges into it.
I'll get you to roll 2D6 actually.
2d6?
2D6.
11.
Oh God.
You whack the stick at her neck and she immediately perishes. She drops to the floor. And Blue screams.
Oh, Slumpy the Second.
I need to leave.
All of the
Live Slumpy.
all of the other Elantrians in the room immediately stand up and they look at you. Some of them in fear, some of them in anger.
I'm not with him.
And many of them just start grabbing rocks and say, "Get out of here!" and start throwing them at you.
I run away.
What about you two? The rocks are aimed in your direction.
What? No, I'm not with him.
You still have to roll dex to avoid.
I acrobatically somersault out the door.
Are you fucking kidding? 100.
You rolled.
I pass.
You pass?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to take
This dice fucking suck.
3 points of damage. You get hit in the shin. And now you've got this stinging pain in your shin that's going to stay there.
I
And
limp everywhere now. Are you happy?
And as you walk away, you hear Blue shout in her little quiet voice, "And stay out!"
Well, boys.
That's an entire plot point immediately gone. Brilliant.
Speed run, baby.
I really didn't know what else to do.
What do you mean? What do you mean I didn't know what else to do?
I was...
Blinded by
I'm assuming she was
searing hot rage.
I'm assuming she was going to give us like a mission or a quest or a direction to go in. Like
Basically,
we can go back if you don't want to do that.
No, absolutely not. We're sticking with
Okay.
this.
Well done, Roy. Now let me ask you, Roy, do you have a cure for
No,
Elantrianism?
no, but she obviously didn't have one either.
She was a little bit closer than us, I think.
I think what we need to do now is break into her lab, steal her notes, and finish the cure ourselves.
do you know how to read?
I can't
I do.
read. Oh, sweet.
Are we going to trust the man who just bludgeoned an old woman?
Sorry, I should have rewind and said, you thwacked her in the neck and she falls down, but you could still see in her eyes that she's still alive. Like she's just in pain and she can't do anything.
I mean, like, you're going completely unhinged. You've punched a priest. You've then handed food out to the poor and you got abused for it. So you're like, fuck this being good shit. I'm going to double down.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, yeah.
You sort of have to
I'm
now.
just going to become evil from now on. R.I.P. to this story.
What if we were to go to the wall and like toss a note over saying, "Please bring us some food."
I think that's possible. Yeah.
Okay, so you walk back to the wall. It's not a very far walk. And once you get there, first of all, you look up and the wall just continues up. I mean, it must be 5 stories tall at least. You'd have to get some incredible throw to get any sort of anything up there.
I'm gonna try
Okay, what are you going to try and throw up there?
a rock, and I'm going to tie to it. Oh fuck! Do I have anything to write on?
You have clothing.
Yeah, I rip off.
Smear your
the
shit.
One, yeah, the one clean piece.
I wonder, are there any
Throw.
buildings close to the wall that we could
That's a
climb
good
up
idea.
first?
Yeah, there are. Hold on.
You will not need it because watch my marvel as I throw this rock
Yeah,
with shit.
I want to try anyways.
I do not succeed.
Oh no, me neither.
Do you want me to try?
I
Yeah.
have very weak and feeble
I will
hands.
try. No. Actually, yes, I do.
Yeah, you did.
Yep. What does the note? What does the rock say, or did I just throw a rock over the wall?
All right, now we know we can do it.
One of
yes.
the rocks I
Oh,
did
yes.
note on it.
So is that a success? You'd need this is 5 stories.
no,
Okay, even
it-
if you
it-
climb onto the thing, you need.
It's a success. Just a success.
Okay, you get the rock pretty far up. It's not enough to get it over the wall.
Okay. This is from the ground as well.
Yeah. So
We can also slide it under the gate.
tell you what, there is a relatively large building nearby that you can.
Yeah,
go
but there
up.
still might be a little
Okay.
gap underneath.
I think we go into the large building, kill everyone inside,
Oh, roar.
and then throw the rock over there.
I think we should just go back and take the middle path and just keep going.
Yeah, let's try
Actually, we
somewhere
can fight
else.
the guys now. That's true.
You got a stick, yeah.
We don't have any food. They're not going to fight us.
That's true, but we can still fight the guys.
You have become obsessed, Rory. Is this your new hobby?
I'm in pain.
Killing
all the time.
folks.
I'm always in pain now.
You know, it's not serial killing until you do it at least 3 times, so...
If it makes you feel better, she's not technically dead.
I mean, she's pretty much dead.
Yeah, we're all pretty much dead.
So what do we
yeah,
want to
you
do?
know what? That kind of puts a real damper on our headbutt each other to death plan,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
I don't think
We
that's
just
gonna
lie
work.
in agony for the
Yeah.
rest of our lives.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
No, for eternity, no. Let's not do that.
So as you threw the rock against the wall, you see someone in the corner behind you say, "Having trouble, Suli."
What was the name at the end?
Suli.
Suli. I'm unfamiliar with the word Suli.
I kill you!
Come here.
Cooper, you'd recognize this.
Face stick. Oh.
Suli
sorry.
is Dula. It means friend.
Oh. Yes. And I speak to Mdula. We are friends. We're the friendliest folks. Don't believe the hype. We are friends. Whatever anyone else says.
You know some Dula. That's good to hear.
I know all the doula.
Wow.
Here, say a doula word to me.
Kolo?
I know it.
What does it mean?
You don't press your luck.
It means understand.
And I did.
Perfect.
Now, friend.
He says, what exactly, what in all of Dolakin are you trying to do? You gonna throw a big rock over the wall?
With a note on it.
Yes, we're looking for help.
You know the guard on top of the wall are meant to keep us in.
Oh, is the one on... You there! God!
You can shout loudly, sure, yeah.
Catch this rock! And I fucking...
Throw again, go on.
I did get a hard success index.
Sure, well, you throw it up about as high as Rory does.
Oh. Good catch, loser!
And you just, you look up and you just see a bit of light, and all of a sudden, another rock lands right beside you from up above.
Is there a note on it?
We might want to leave.
Roll spot hidden.
A spot hidden. It's a rock.
And you are a fool.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, where'd that rock go?
The rock has split into pieces. You don't find any notes.
Oh, lots of rocks.
I do say we should probably, as they say, fuck off out of here.
Yes.
Let's follow this guy.
You, Dula. Let's fuck out of here.
He says, what, you're following me now? Well,
Lead the way.
We were following this guy and he fucked us hard.
I hold the stick up in the air.
Yes,
He is now known as Ruari the Stickmaster.
Yes, I would very much like to take that stick off him, but I fear for my life.
I actually, in a move that is way more in character, hand the stick to Cooper.
Oh,
Cooper, may I have that stick?
yes, I'm not a... Actually, check this out. And I go, oh, hell yeah.
it's 12.
Yeah.
Well done.
And you
Success.
smack him in the head.
Run! My entire voice changes. I become personal.
Run, Jinxie.
Go on, give us an impression. You have to put your balls into it.
So I wield the stick as if it was a rapier with what seems to be expert swordsmanship.
The doula looks at you and says,
How'd you like that, Dula?
those are some impressive
Sir,
skills.
I never got your name.
My name's Galladon.
Galladon, my name is Cooper. This is Biggie, and that's Jinxie.
Hello.
Nice to meet you all. How long have you been in here? I'm going to guess a couple of days.
Like half an hour?
12 and a half minutes.
Ah, you're very new. Wow. Welcome to Elantris,
We won't be staying long.
City of the Dead. I think you'll be staying here quite a while.
This place is terrible.
I love it here. It's so spacious. I did imagine the sun being a little bit brighter, though.
Well, it is evening time.
Just don't look directly at it, Jinxie.
Oh,
No,
I look
Jinxie.
directly up.
The sun
The
has
sensation
now
of
been...
your eyes burning is there for the rest of your life.
Actually, you guys are on the east side, so yeah, you can still see the sun, yeah.
Jinxie, no.
It is marvelous.
Yeah, so Galladon says, well, it might be useful to sit around with someone who knows how to use a weapon.
Yes, and I clearly do.
Well, look, I can show you around the place, but I don't really like to hang out with people, not before I get to know them.
What color is his robe?
His robe is also dark. It's dark in...
It's not black, is it?
it's not black, no. There are still little bits of white. You haven't seen anyone else with black yet.
No, I'm just happy I got rid of my black robe. I feel like that would have been...
Yeah, maybe Spiddy's. You're going to find Spiddy having the shit.
Oh,
kicked out of
she's
her.
now walking around with black robes on, actually.
Although I don't
So
think
she's a
anyone
criminal.
in
And
cares.
she killed the old lady.
Yeah,
I saw it.
There we go.
It.
So did I.
When you say this, Galladon says, which old lady? Who killed what?
Oh, Slumpy the second.
The healer.
The old lady healer was killed by the blue-haired
Oh
woman.
no, poor Reora.
There was a black robe. A black robe killed her.
Tragedy indeed.
I like that woman.
Yes, we all did. Dula. Now.
Well, look, I can help you men, but I want something in return. What can you give me?
I mean, we could beat you not to death.
Yeah, I mean, I've got this pretty big stick, and I know how to use it.
I do also, perhaps, maybe, have some corn. Well, I know where it could be. I don't have it on me.
That would be more interesting. All right. Tell you what. I will give you 24 hours. I'll explain everything that's going on, and then you're on your own.
24 hours of what?
To show you around the place to make sure you're okay.
Oh, okay. Does that count sleeping time?
Absolutely.
Are those work hours?
Do we sleep?
Yeah, do we need sleep, actually?
Yes, you do.
Oh, bullshit. Our heart
I
isn't
don't know-
pumping, our blood isn't flowing.
What does sleep actually do for us?
What
Because I'm
does,
hurting right now.
what does sleep actually do for you normally?
But we
It
weren't
heals you.
normally dead.
It heals your brain from the day's activities.
And it heals any mortal wounds you may have incurred.
Or non-mortal wounds, just regular slaps and bashes.
And jabs.
Yeah, you know what? You've just earned yourself a nickname, silly.
He says, I don't have to help you, you know. You haven't given me anything.
I gave you the promise of potential corn.
Yes.
I don't like potentialities.
Can you afford to pass that up?
I'm going to use persuade to talk up the corn that it's definitely real.
Okay, let's hear it.
I mean, it
No,
is.
roll first and then let's hear it.
That corn is definitely probably real. I 100% would say there's a possibility that corn exists.
Well, you heard the man.
He scratches his beard and then says, I'll take that chance.
Oh, hell yes.
And he says, all right, let's go find somewhere to stay. It's going to rain later.
All right, come on, Silly, lead the way. Silly, while you're on the clock, what is the deal with all this sludge?
Don't really know. It's been here as long as I've...
Okay, well, that's one less piece of corn for you.
Just... I mean, I'll answer as best as I can.
You say you don't know what it is, but where did it come from? Has anyone looked into it?
Where did I go?
What happens when you clean it off? Does it return?
It's very hard to clean off. It doesn't clean away. It doesn't wash away with rain or anything. It sticks to everything. But if you try cleaning off, you're welcome to give it a go and see. What I do know is that it tends to stick to the outside. Some very well hidden interiors do remain clean, but not many of them. And it seems to be very random which ones.
Random, you say? Is there any chance that this sludge has seeped its way into the water supply? Could this curse be nothing more than biological warfare?
Here's the thing you don't understand, Sui. The Elantrians had magic. They could just create water.
Yeah, that's what they said.
They had their own indoor plumbing system.
Oh, magic.
It was powered by aeons.
Yeah, tell it to the Romans.
The what now?
Oh, don't know everything, do you, Dula?
I never pretended I did. I can only tell you what I know.
So Elantrians had magic. Do Elantrians still have magic?
You say this to him?
Yeah.
And he says, well, sort of. And he sticks out his hand and then draws a symbol in the air. His finger reaches out and pierces the air, drawing a white line. And then another line that bends down in a curve. And finally, a dot in the center. He says, like this. But it doesn't really work anymore.
What does
And
that?
then you see the aeon fade away.
What does that aeon mean?
Jinxie.
This is something that all of you know. You don't even need to roll.
Oh, okay.
Jinxie is going to replicate that same shape
Okay.
with shiny over my head. I'm going to replicate the same shape and I'm going to put the dot in and I want to see what happens.
Okay. Roll. Do you have Aeon drawing? Do you have any points in it?
Well, it's not 20. It comes naturally as 20%, yeah?
So you
And
can
I
roll
rolled-
20
I
or
rolled a
I'll let...
13.
You rolled?
At 13.
Okay. So you do successfully draw that symbol. And same thing. It holds in the air and then fades away.
Oh gosh, I was hoping something's going to happen with my shiny.
And then he starts drawing again and draws a more complicated symbol. And he again, it holds there for a minute and then fades away.
Our powers, what, we bitten by a radioactive blackboard?
What's radioactivity?
I don't really know.
You know a lot of fancy words, mister.
I don't read, but I do listen.
Radio. What is radio?
I didn't say radio, that was you.
Suck
on that one. Yeah, suck on that one, Dula.
He just sighs and says, "What have I gotten myself into? You two are all of you are just completely Kayana."
Such a silly... Excuse me, I understand that.
It means crazy.
Fine.
Okay, well, come this way then, and I'll show you everything.
Okay,
I
I'll
can.
follow him. I'll follow him anyway.
Come
And I follow him.
And
he follows you.
Yep.
And eventually, everybody follows me.
Oh boy.
Thank you for listening to the second episode of ParoDnD. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please share it with your friends. If you didn't, please share it with your enemies. And we will once again see you in 2 weeks.